And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe. Help thou my unbelief. I'm believing all I can, but there's a part of me that cannot believe. Help me. That's the cry for mercy. Mm-hmm. When Jesus saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit. Remember now, this is a spirit that can't talk and can't hear. There's a spirit that's dumb and deaf, not the boy, the spirit. I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. Come out of him, one, and don't come back into him, two.
Which tells you they can leave and come back.
Right, but he forbade the spirit from coming back. You can get delivered from something and go back as a free will choice to it again and have the thing come back again worse than the beginning is. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him, and he was as one dead, insomuch that the many said he is dead. The spirit cried with a loud shriek, came out, tore him and rent him coming out, and the boy laid there like he was dead. Let me tell you something, folks. Deliverance and dealing with demons and unclean spirits is not a quiet endeavor. They're loud, they can be abrasive, they have personalities, and they use the vocal cords of humans to express themselves. Don't shriek back, don't be afraid of them. We got to slam into them head on. I'm not offended by making a scene in public. We got to deal with unclean spirits. But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he was coming to the house, his disciples asked him privately, Why could not we cast him out? Now listen to the answer. And he said unto them, This kind can come forth by nothing but by prayer and fasting. We got to enter into a realm of prayer and fasting. Seeking God. Pounding on heaven's door until God endows us with the power necessary. Jesus said, You will tarry until in Jerusalem, in the upper room. Tarry until you're endowed with power from on high. And then you can be a witness for me. Not until the day that God endows the church with power can we go forth and do the supernatural works necessary to set the human race free. How will we be when it happens? You'll find it in Mark chapter 16, verse 17. Mark 16, 17, it says, And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name, first thing they'll do, they shall cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not harm them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. Now let me explain one phrase there. They shall take up serpents is the Greek phrase agero, which means they'll put away serpents. You'll restrain satanic forces representing the serpents. You won't be a Tennessee snake hammer picking up rattlesnakes like these dunks are going up in Tennessee trying to prove they believe the Bible.
And guys getting bit and then
dying, and then they say they don't get help. See, everything in the Bible can be taken to a lunatic fringe if you don't rightly divide and understand the Bible, what it's saying. That's why we're not fanatical, we're not extremists. Nothing is kooky and wacky in the Bible. You won't walk around with a glazed over look and a jaundiced eye looking strange. You'll be a normal person.
It's not like you're going to be sitting here, I have in my hand a glass of arsenic and I am now going to drink it because the Bible says it will not harm me. But I mean, look at all the stuff that they put in the food and stuff.
Exactly.
Steroids and hormones and all this stuff.
It's not harming because God is intervening.
That's right.
You don't know what kind of artificial stuff is going in the food that could and should and would kill you. Mm-hmm. Not to mention now these cloned animals that have been okayed to feed folks.
Oh, man.
See, that's what he's talking about. When needed, when deadly things are introduced into you, it won't harm you. Again, Ephesians chapter 6, God talks about through his word that we are not wrestling with flesh and blood. Ephesians 6:12. I'm saying these scriptures for you to go read them for yourself. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12 says, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, exalted, ascended places. Fallen angels, God, Satan sits on top of the pyramid. Look at your dollar bill. On the back you'll find a pyramid with an eye in the middle of it. The all-seeing eye of Horus, which is actually the eye of Satan, Remember, the country came into being from Masons. George Washington and the rest of them were all Masons. All the founding fathers were not Christians. It's not a Christian nation. It's a Masonic nation that worship the devil. Folks don't want to hear that because we have Christian roots, religious roots. On the back of your dollar bill, you'll find that pyramid on top with an all-seeing eye of Horus on it. The same triangle that Jay-Z holds up when he goes in the concert with Beyonce, and they look through the triangle with the left eye, paying homage to Lucifer, who's given them power to be performers and to be worshipped on earth.
Right, and you can also see it at the top of the Washington Penis Monument, which is in there in Washington, D.C.
Exactly.
A pyramid at the top of
the
that.
same pyramid. On that symbol, that phallic symbol that comes from Babylonian worship of the sun god Baal, and that's why that monument is built there to pay homage to Horus or Satan. This is a demonic world. Jesus said the whole world lies in the wicked one.
Right.
On the top of your churches, they have the steeples, which are nothing but paying homage again to the sun god Baal. Mm-hmm. If you know the Superman, he's empowered by what on earth? The sun. On Krypton, he had a red sun. He had no superpowers. He came to Earth as this being that's empowered by the yellow rays of the sun to give him superpowers. He's a sun worshiper. That's what Superman is. All of this is satanic. He's turning the worship of man back toward the sun. So, principalities and powers, invisible wicked rulers of darkness is what we fight against. We've got to launch an attack, folks. We can't sit dormant. The only reason we're not going full throttle is God has to give us what we need to do. We're hoping, praying, believing every day to be empowered to go forth. We're asking for some of you to come online and begin to support this thing. Omega Ministries is our ministry. The mailing address for the ministry is on our website. We're not here to build another monument to man and become icons ruling over the masses and lords over God's inheritance. Mm-hmm. We're here to shut down the world and end the world so that another world can come and take its place wherein dwells righteousness and Jesus Christ is Lord. There's no hope here. I have kids. Tom has kids. We'll tell our kids there's no hope here. We're selling out of here. We're making preparation to leave here for an eternal place better than this.
That's right.
I mean, look at the world. It's crumbling right before your very eyes. Wars, rumors of wars, ice storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, tsunamis. Now there's a volcano erupting up in Alaska. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Billions of dollars. California almost shut down under economic depravity if you elect an actor to act out being the governor.
Right.
Why would you go and get an actor to be the governor? That's crazy. What did you do? Acting like the governor?
We had one that was president too, come to think of it.
You know, this is the crazy mentality of people. Over in Oregon, they have a man that's a drag queen as the mayor.
Oh, yeah.
Standing there looking like an old rusty man with a long hairdo and a dress on. A drag queen, old 60-year-old drag queen mayor.
He should be in a mental institution, to be honest with you.
See, this is so crazy now that all the same people must come together, be Christians, and confront it.
And see, the antithesis of the world, the antichrist spirit of the world, is such that with all this calamity taking place, the world's crumbling, there's going to be this unification that's going to be like the human family coming together. It's really going to be just the works of man. It's basically worshiping of the Adamic race, of worshiping a man, worshiping ourselves is really what it boils down to. And they're going to make it to where we're coming together in unity and putting down our differences. It's going to seem so nice and so peaceful and loving.
We're coming together. And the world religions is coming together. Now you boobs come around talking about there's only one way to God.
That's right.
We finally got a ecumenical movement put together whereby all world religions have come together on one accord, and they've come to a mutual understanding that everybody's religion should be respected.
That's right.
And be put on an equal footing with each other. And you boobs
That's right.
keep screaming out that there is no other name given amongst men whereby you must be saved.
Yes.
Only Jesus Christ, the Son of God, can save you. Jesus Christ is God, and he is the Son of God.
Right.
He's three things in the Bible. He's the Son of God, the Son of Man, which means he's an Adamic man coming down through the Adamic lineage, and he's the Son of David, meaning that he has an inheritance with the Jews as a member of the tribe of Judah. He's all of that in one being. Son of God, Son of Man, and Son of David. So you must accept only him as your Savior from these fallen, invisible beings.